U.S. Navy Secretary Thomas Modly is resigning after audio surfaced of him dressing down the captain of the USS Roosevelt for his handling of a coronavirus outbreak on board. News 8's Brandon Lewis explains what the president is saying and has the latest on the sailors who tested positive.
Carlo and Barbara Lee, as of this morning, more than 230 sailors who were on board the USS Theodore Roosevelt have tested positive for coronavirus. Thousands of them are now off the ship, quarantined in nearby hotels in Guam. Tonight, the president weighed in as the Secretary of the Navy resigned. Acting Navy Secretary Thomas Modly submitted his resignation Tuesday, ending a turbulent two-week period over a coronavirus outbreak on the USS Theodore Roosevelt and the former captain's plea for help. On Monday, President Donald Trump vowed to look into the matter.
You have two good people, and they're arguing. And I'm good, believe it or not, at settling arguments. I'm good at settling these arguments. So I may look into it in detail, and I'll be able to figure it out very fast.
Modly relieved Captain Brett Crozier of his command of the ship after the letter leaked. He said it wasn't because the letter was leaked, but rather because the captain didn't properly communicate the issues and didn't use proper channels to ensure the letter wouldn't get out.
That was a completely unnecessary thing to do in the midst of a crisis.
But then, on Monday, CBS News obtained a recording of Modly addressing the crew of the USS Theodore Roosevelt, explaining why he relieved Crozier of his command.
He was A, too naive or too stupid to be the commanding officer of a ship like this. The alternate is that he did it on purpose.
Modly later apologized for his remarks and said he doesn't think Crozier is naive or stupid. Crozier himself has not spoken publicly about the matter since he too was diagnosed with coronavirus, along with nearly 250 of the sailors once under his command. Meanwhile, with pressure mounting, Modly resigned. The Secretary of Defense issued a statement saying in part, quote, "We must now put the needs of the Navy, including the crew of the Teddy Roosevelt, first, and we must all move forward together."
I had heard he did because he didn't want to cause any disturbance for our country. So that was because he wouldn't have had to resign. I would not have asked him. I don't know him. I didn't speak to him. But he did that, I think, just to end that problem.
Tonight, the Navy says none of the sailors who tested positive with coronavirus are in the hospital. All are recovering in isolation.